Hi. So, as you all know, 28th May, it's Menstruation Hygiene Day. So, today we have a guest with us, Mrs. Shraddha Sharma. She is a Canada based yoga therapist and expert. So, okay, let me introduce myself also. I am Shreya and I am a member of Vanasthali Vidyapit and I am working as a team member of Womenite.
Hey everyone, my name is Shraddha Sharma, and I'm a certified yoga teacher and yoga therapist. I did my yoga therapy course from Yoga Vidyakul, which is in Nasik, Mumbai. And along with that, I just recently completed my Yin Yoga teacher training as well in Canada. I did my Hatha Yoga teacher training in Canada also. So I moved to Canada in 2015, and yeah, and I'm here and I have two beautiful daughters and I'm proud mother of them.
So,
Yes.
as I know, you were in a corporate sector. So, what motivated you to come join yoga as a career?
Yes, I was into the corporate world. I started my career quite early in India. I started with IBM, and then eventually, you become the part of the race. You want to go ladder higher in your career, and I was there too. And in 2015, when I decided to move to Canada, I came to Canada and I got married in 2013. And then I decided to have a kid. And that is the time I decided to discontinue my corporate job and spend more time in my own pregnancy world because I wanted to feel it. And so, yeah, so see, the yoga has been always in my mind. I grew up in a family where we follow gurus and we have our spiritual values, and a rooted kid, I would say. And but it's not like that I'm into too much into worship and all. No, I believe there is a divine power, but yeah, meditation and all was into my family. My father was a big meditator, so I grew up knowing all that bit about yoga, and I felt my connection was there since the beginning because I was very inquisitive about how the body is formed and how the universe works. I used to, when I was a very small child, I used to ask a lot of questions to my papa, who is God? And why do we have stars? Why do we have this and that? Why do we have negative, positive feelings within us? So those were the question I used to ask maybe when I was 8 year old or maybe I was 9 year old. So along with the corporate world, I used to spend a lot of time doing yoga in the studio after my marriage as well, after my office workout, like my office hours, I used to go to the studio and practice yoga. But I never thought that I want to be a yoga teacher. But when I came to Canada and I decided not to work anymore, that is the time I think the feeling started within me that I want to explore more. I want to explore about the yoga, how it all started and how it is beneficial for one's lifestyle. So that is the time after my delivery. Immediately after my delivery, I enrolled myself in a Hatha Yoga course. And I started going and learning about yoga, about the anatomy of the yoga, how yoga can cure certain disease. But that was just a first step of yoga. So, but the thought imbibed in me that what yoga can do to your own self. And I found myself more calming rather than being aggressive one. I was very aggressive in my nature earlier, but after doing yoga practice, after doing pranayama, after spending more time in meditation, see the change in my own self. And that's where, then I keep on adding more and more time in my yoga journey and eventually started teaching after doing my therapy course from India. So that's how my journey started.
Okay, so it starts eventually, suddenly, and
Yeah.
you were not planned. You have not pre-planned it.
No, I have not pre-planned it. It's just it comes naturally. When you have a feeling within you that you want to do something, or everything around you works perfectly. Everything takes you towards that. So I just decided one thing, that I do not want to work more and I want to spend time in my pregnancy. And that's it. When then I started reading more. Then I actually started doing yoga more during my pregnancy. And being pregnant, I tried new asanas and new thing. It was slow pace, but I did more yoga than I used to do it in along with my job. Because with the job, you're so exhausted, you're so consumed in your office hours that you hardly get time. And then you do yoga as only exercise, not as yoga. So, but when
Yeah.
you have a lot of time for your own self, then you discover that there is something within you. There is something that you want to explore more. So that is the time, in 2017 is the time when I decided that I 100% want to be in yoga. No more corporates for me. So since then, I have not done any job.
Oh. So do yoga help us with our menstruation
It
cramps?
does. Yoga helps with everything, not only the menstruation cramp, with the hormones as well. See, the reasons of getting menstruation cramp sometimes is our hormones, because as women we release a lot of hormones during our menstruation, before our menstruation, and after our menstruation, because we have 4 cycles of period, 4 cycle of the whole month. So we release a lot of hormones during those every stage of cycle. So if we start practicing yoga before coming menstruation, you will see the change when you having your periods, and you will see the change in your cramps. Intensity of cramps decreases because your body releases hormones and balances them. So yoga basically balances your body. Your balances not only your emotional and physical body, but also balances your hormones, balance your mind as well. So it does help during the menstruation.
Yeah, I have personally experienced this also. During my menstruation, if I am physically active, so my period cramps are not that
Yeah.
much as compared to the previous one.
Yeah, that's true. I had PCOD. I think it's very common now. Having
Yeah.
cyst in the ovaries is very common. So when I was young, I started working in a call center. Like the call centers were boom. So the my body cycle changed. I was getting up in the night, working till morning, sleeping in the morning. So my whole body cycle changed. And eventually I got PCOD. So the periods like delayed, stopped coming for months. And then I started going to the doctors. They did ultrasound. They told me you have cyst. Now that you have cyst, that having PCOD, when I was diagnosed with PCOD maybe in 2006. That is the time when my menstruation were delayed. And but honestly, nobody told me that yoga can help me with that. So the doctors put me on medication. Every month you have to take it and then you get your periods. That's what started up with me. I started putting a weight. Lot of weight gain happened. They asked me to run for half an hour on a treadmill to cure your PCOD, but nobody ever told me that go to a yoga studio and do yoga. So what happened then, I went to the doctor, I got married, and they told me, you know what, we have to do the surgery because you have very big cyst and now you cannot conceive the baby. It will be very hard for you. But good that I did not listen to them and I did not do it anything like that. So the time when I started doing yoga, I conceived normally. Nothing happened. I have 2 daughters, and few months back I went to the doctor here and got my ultrasound done. There is no cyst in my body. They're all gone. So it's all because of yoga. The yoga, I was doing it. All the compression I was putting on my belly to release my hormones, to release my cyst, and to release the stress that I was holding up. Because most of the women hold their stress in their stomach and their pelvis. That's why, remember, हम कहते हैं ना मेरे पेट में कुछ हो रहा है, अजीब सा हो रहा है. So these are the emotions that we hold up. And then the cramps, the cyst, and all that tie up together. And then we get to know that we have something problem going on. So yoga really helps. Really, really I've experienced it by myself throughout my journey.
I think all the girls who are suffering from PCOD can go for yoga first.
100%. Just go there. Stop all medication. You will see the change. You will see the change in your body. It really helps.
Okay, so Anushka in the comments is asking what are the 4 cycles?
See, the cycles are you started from the menstruation. So your first 4 days are your menstruation period day. That is the first phase when you feel little low on energy, you have your periods, you have your cramps, you feel like you just want to rest. That's a low energy phase. And my recommendation during that phase is do a lot of meditation, because I feel the woman is very active. The spirituality is very active during your menstruation time. Your mind is very active. You're more enhanced. You're more wise, I would say, during your menstruation time, because your spiritual energy is very active within you. So, doing breathing and doing your meditation, pranayama, and meditation, you will see the wonders, and you will see your concentration improves at your workplace as well. And then after periods, we have another cycle, follicle cycle, where your energy is rising up again. You're very energetic. You feel like you're on top of the world. So that is the time when you start your workout, where that is the time you start your intense yoga practice, I would say, because you get into the yoga postures which you have never tried before. You can try the new asanas as well during that time. And then your ovulation cycle comes in. That is for one day, where your estrogen levels are at the peak. You will find a discharge coming from your body as well. It happens to every female body that your little bit discharge comes out. The estrogen is high. You still do your yoga practice. You're very energetic. And then your fourth phase start, that is the pre-menstruation syndrome starts again. You're a little bit slow in your work day-to-day life. You feel little mood swings sometimes, because that is the time 2 weeks before you're getting your periods. But that does not stop you to do yoga. I encourage you, in fact, to keep on doing your yoga, because when you get your periods, you will feel the change. You will not have much cramps in your belly. You will not have much mood swings. Your hormones are balanced during that time as well. So don't stop yourself going to a yoga studio before your periods. Go and do it, because when we say I don't want to go today, we find all the excuses, all the possible excuses of the world. I do not want to go. But if you go that time and sit down on a mat, you will feel the different energy. Oh my God, I achieved it. And then you will see the changes in your menstruation cycle. So these are the 4 cycles and the energies that we have in our body during those phases.
Yeah. So, what are the different exercises that a woman can practice during their menstruation?
See, first, yoga is not exercise. So yoga is beyond exercise. So our approach needs to be changed. So yoga is not an exercise. See, during period, low pace, the yoga asanas can be practiced. Like you can practice Surya Namaskar, but along with your breathing. Don't go too intense, don't go too high, but do your gentle hatha yoga, gentle lying down postures, child pose like balasana, lying down on your knees, head down. But don't do inversions. Don't take your legs up, because then the blood flow will reverse. So don't do the inversion, but do gentle hatha yoga practice, simply lying down, bend your knee, straighten up your leg, your other knee, bend both the knees, gentle twist, left, right, extension of hands, legs, all those movements, but gentle. But do a lot of meditation and pranayama, because you will see your mind, your emotional, and your physical body is getting balanced when you do meditation and pranayama. Breathing is the key. Third, it says what all the asanas we can do at the extreme cramp. See,
Pranayama, the main one.
yeah, the same asanas you can practice, but one thing I really want to tell every woman, that menstruation is just a cleansing process of our body. It's nothing taboo, nothing. It's just a normal cleansing process that happens every month to our body, and we should be proud of it. And if we have that in our mind, that I'm getting my periods, I'm fine, I have no cramps, I have no stomach pains, and you're doing your regular work the way it is, you have no excuses to not to go to office, you go to your office, you do your work, eventually you will see the feeling is subsidized. Eventually you will see the cramps are going away, because we have to understand it's a normal cleansing process.
Yeah. I think during periods, many women have mood swings. They are irritated or something. So, how do you manage that to teach your students?
So it's the same thing. See, as I told you, it's the mind game. So when you get a mood swing, when you're getting angry, see, in mood swing, anger is the first thing. We get it most of the time. The moment we have pain in our stomach, we get, please stay away from me. Let me rest. मुझे आज आराम करने दो. That is the first feeling that we get. कि I just want to lie down. See, the feeling you're getting, you just want to lie down means your body needs rest. Your body needs more meditation. Your body needs more breathing, because you need to breathe more to relax your stress hormones. So that's where you will play with your hormones. That's where you trick your cramps. When you have that infused in your mind, it's just a normal cleansing process. I need to breathe in. I take 10 deep inhales, 10 deep exhales. I am fine. The approach really, really matters to us, a woman, when we had our periods. अगर हम पीरियड से पहले स्टार्ट कर देना, ओ यार मेरे पीरियड्स आने वाले हैं, अब मेरा ये टाइम बहुत बेकार होता है, मुझे पेट में बहुत दर्द शुरू हो जाएगा, you are building that stress around you already. चाहे वो है या नहीं है, बट वो
it's a
आ
mind
गया है. That
it's just a mind game. We have already fixed that in our mind that we are going to suffer from the pain.
Absolutely, चाहे वो नहीं होना हो, but that is in your mind now already कि मुझे ये होने वाला है, भले वो ना होना हो. So that is very important to have an approach. It's just a normal cleansing process. Nothing is other thing. Nothing is happening. It's just I'm bleeding, my menstruation going away, my purification is happening, and I'm the most active woman that time. Honestly speaking, I'll tell you my own example. I have never taken an off from office on 2 occasions in my life. One, during my periods, never. Whether I have pains, whether I don't pains, because my problem was PCOD, so I get a lot of pain when I used to get periods. And the doctor told me if I take a medicine, my periods will stop away. So I was not supposed to take any painkillers, any medication to stop my cramps. So I made an effort that I'm going to go office every single day. I'm not going to take a holiday, especially on menstruation, because that nothing makes me weak. It's just a pain. And when I start walking, moving in an office, talking to people, it subsides. It's the mental game. And the second holiday that I was always asked by my family during Shivratri, because we fast Shivratri, and they told me that we do Nirjal Vrat and we open after 12 o'clock in the night. So my family, no, don't go to. I said, no. That is the time I want to challenge myself and see myself that what is my edge, how far I can go. So that's what you have to train your mind about it. It's just a normal cleansing process, nothing else. That's it.
Yeah, someone is asking what is the true definition of yoga?
See, yoga is beyond what we know. Yoga asana is just a drop in an ocean. So for me, my definition of yoga can be different than your definition of yoga or for someone else. It's about union. It's about connecting with your own self. The day will understand that everything is within me. Whatever I'm finding outside, it's within me. So first, I need to be the change to see the change in the world. That's what our Mahatma Gandhi ji also said. So yoga starts from you, your own union to your own self, your own spiritual development. Yoga is not about going to a yoga studio and doing a yoga class for 1 hour. That is a form of an exercise that we are doing. But when we do a asana, what we feel, how we breathe, how we find easiness, that is where you start connecting with the poses. So it is very different opinion that everybody has it, but one has to experience within the self to feel what is yoga to you.
Jagriti is asking, ma'am, can we do yoga in case of extreme bleeding?
See, you can do it. You can do the gentle yoga, but don't do the inversions. Inversion means that legs up or your head is down, your leg is up. Avoid such big asanas. Avoid the asanas that you have never practiced before. But do gentle yoga. I encourage you, when you have cramps, do gentle yoga. Gentle yoga is also a yoga, like taking up your heads, come on a tippy toes, walk a bit, walk slowly and gently, take gentle twist, malasana, sit down on your squats and head down. So relaxing yoga, different forms of yoga, like there's a yin yoga which is very relaxing yoga. So do such yoga postures which is relaxing for you, whereas you're still working on your hormones to release the stress from the cramps that you're getting.
Yeah. Pooja is asking, pain creates a hindrance to do yoga. How can we overcome?
As I mentioned, Pooja, earlier, it's the mind game. When you get the pain,
Yeah.
tell your mind, tell your body, few more breaths. Take deep inhales and exhale and then do your asana. Go slow pace, but tell your mind, train your mind that this is a time for you to connect with your breath. This is a time for you to surrender and be more relaxed in this journey. As I said, you are most active during menstruation. You're spiritually awakened during menstruation.
Harvey is asking, what strategies do you use to stay productive during your period, especially when dealing with pain?
See, I teach classes when I have my menstruation. That nothing stops me to teach my classes, and I still do yoga asanas. As I said, I think I have overcome my pain. Now that I don't have PCOD, so I don't get much cramps. But there was a time when I had PCOD. I used to get lot of cramps in my belly, and I used to get my periods very late. There was not a cycle as well. I can get in 50 days or maybe in 3 months. So. It's just that I have trained my mind that it is just a normal process and I'm going and I'm going to deal with it. And I still do yoga. When I have my periods, I prefer to do more child asana, the balasana, lying down on my knees, head down, resting. And I do my lot of meditation, sitting down in a cross leg and just surrender myself and center myself, keep myself calm because I have two daughters in the house. So I'm always on my toes, whether I have periods or whether I don't have periods, whether I have pain or whether I don't have pain. So you have to cope up with your life.
I think period plays a vital role in
Of
every
course.
woman's life. So, how do you get your first ever period?
My journey was interesting. You know what? Because in my family, we are three sisters, and I have a lot of aunts, buas, and also in my family, it was never a issue talking about period. I grew up in that family, and my father was very broad-minded father. I must say, he knows it when we get it, when we have periods, and all that. So we were three sisters, and I'm the youngest one. So I had that advantage that I know about menstruation before I got it because my sister got it first, both of them. But when I got it, I was in the school. I remember the day. I think I was in ninth standard that time. I was in the school and I got my periods in the school. I had no sanitary napkins, and in the school, it's now I feel that why in the school it was not told to us, why it was not bring to our attention, why there were no any sanitary napkins in the school that time. I got my periods and I had stain in my skirt, at the back of my skirt, and I went to home. I just went home and I told my mother that I'm bleeding, and my mother said, okay, this is a sanitary napkin and put it on. And the worst part is that being having two sisters, nobody told me how to put a sanitary napkin. So I didn't know. I went to the washroom and I was just figuring out which side goes up and which side goes down. Okay, I put it on and I had my periods. My mother told my father in front of me that I got my first periods, and my father was fine. He hugged me and he said, "That's absolutely fine." I never had that, emotional kind of it. More funny for me that I got my periods and my whole family knows about it. And in fact, I told everybody in my family, my chacha, my chachi, and everybody. And after my periods, I went to stay with my family house and I got my periods again in next 15 days. Nobody told me that in the beginning you get periods frequently. I got my periods again. And I was at my chachi's place and she gave me pad to put it on. So it was very normal journey for me. And now that I have my two daughters, and when now I think about it, when they will get their menstruation, what will I do? So now it's wonderful. I have a website where I can order a complete package. When your daughter gets your first period, you get a photograph frame, you get some stickies, you get pads, fancy pads, and all that thing. So I probably made a journey so good for my daughters that they feel proud that this is what is happening to them. And I'm going to train my husband also, if I'm not around, keep the warm water bottle, keep everything intact, because when my daughter gets period, they shouldn't be afraid of it. They should be comfortable of it.
I think there is no point of shame of periods. It's a natural process.
That's how God has made us. Simple.
Yeah.
That's the made that we are made by God, and He did it, so He knows it better why He did this.
Yeah. Okay, so Nancy has asked, can you share some tips beside the yoga you did to manage PCOD?
PCOD. See, yeah. So the things that I managed, our lifestyle change is very much required in PCOD. I think Nancy asked this question. Yes. So Nancy, lifestyle is very important. What you eat is very important. Like drinking sodas a lot, drinking a lot of cold things. It really play around with your PCOD. And regular exercise is very important in PCOD. The more you use your body, the better PCOD results you will see in yourself. That's what I did. That was my learning, because I had PCOD for very, very long time, like since 2016 till I would say 2022. So that is the whole time that I had PCOD, and struggle for me to lose my weight and all. Always have been there. But yes, what you eat important, and what time you eat is also important, because don't have late nights, like you're having your dinner at 10 o'clock in the night, then your body is not able to digest the food. So have strict time. So I made a my dinner time was 8 o'clock. So before my marriage as well, 8 o'clock was my strict time to have my dinner. And I try to take less carbs in my especially in my dinner. I started taking a lot of protein. Like, say, I'm vegetarian, 100% vegetarian. I grew up in a family where we don't eat eggs and no non-veg. So protein was a difficult one for me, but I had tofu, I had soya chap, I had paneer and all that. So I incorporated those proteins in my own food. But biggest is the lifestyle. Start getting up in the morning, go out of your house, start walking in a park. If you can't do yoga, if you can't do gym, go and start walking in the park. Go spend time in the nature. That's what my goal was when I had my major time of PCOD, when I stopped getting my periods for 3, 4, 5 months. So that's what I started doing it.
Okay, is there any kind of food that you avoid during your periods?
No, you know what? Because I am a very home cooked person, I don't eat junk food a lot. Very less junk foods. Like being in Delhi, you will never find me standing on a golgappa stall and eating golgappas. So avoid junk foods during your periods. Avoid eat sattvic food. Eat more warm food. I would say the warm is better. The warm food, little warm, lukewarm water that you can drink. Don't drink ice cold water or sodas, or the sugar rated juices, because PCOD also get triggers because of the glucose level that we make. That's why doctors gave you either metformin to start with, or Dine 120, something like that, to manage your glucose level. So that in PCOD, because you gain a lot of weight also, so you need to control your sugar intake, and be regular towards your health. Be mindful towards your health. That is the key, I would say. And then eventually you will get to know from your own body that what your body digests better, what your body don't digest better. That's why पहले ज़माने में लोग काढ़ा देते थे, कुछ देते थे. There was a reason they used to give काढ़ा and all. So because that warmthness keeps your system active. ठंडे से तो आप गर्म सर्द कर रहे हो अपने सिस्टम को.
I remember at my time, my mom told me to not have yogurt during my periods and rice.
Yeah, ठंडे होते हैं ना. Their nature is ठंडा. That is why.
Okay, so Jagriti have asked, how can we treat irregular periods? Is there any way we can do it by yoga?
Do yoga asana, regular yoga. Start practicing regular yoga every day. स्टूडियो जाके करते हो बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट अगर आप स्टूडियो नहीं जा पाते हो, द आसनास दैट यू हैव लर्नड इन अ स्टूडियो, प्रैक्टिस एट होम, बट डू इट इन द मॉर्निंग. सो आप जब सुबह उठते हो, स्पेंड 15 मिनट्स, दैट्स इट. 15 मिनट्स में आई एम श्योर यू कैन डू एटलीस्ट 10 सन सैल्यूटेशंस. वो कर लो टू स्टार्ट योर डे विद, एंड डू सम ब्रीदिंग, डू सम प्राणायामा, एंड यू विल सी द चेंजेस इन योर बॉडी.
Yeah. Ma'am, is there any tip we can follow as a early PCOD precautions?
See, the tip, as I said, change your lifestyle, because lifestyle changes से ही PCOD सबसे ज़्यादा trigger होता है. तो your eating habit, what time you eat, and start spending time with your own self. Start going to yoga studio, and stress less. Stress is another factor that our hormones get imbalanced. And when our hormones get imbalanced, we end up having a lot of problems within our body. So stress is the main key. But when you start going to yoga, when you start doing deep breathing, you will see your anxiety and your stress is going away, because you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which stimulates. There's a vagus nerve in our body which activates our motions, like if I have to lift my hand, I don't have to do an effort. It's just a connection of mind and body, right? So that activates everything, all your nervous system in the body. When your nervous system is activated, calm, in digest and relax mode, that is the time you will see your hormones are getting balanced. But if you're always in fight and flight mode, always active, I want to do this, मैं फटाफट ये कर रहा हूँ, वो कर रहा हूँ, means you're building up stress within your own body. So that stress creates hormonal imbalance, and that's where your PCOD, your irregular menstruation, your eating habit, all that starts. Because in stress, I've seen people eat junk a lot. In stress, people crave for sugar a lot. So that's where all that starts.
Someone has asked, menstruation is a natural process, yet it's disappointing that retailer wrap sanitary pad in black poly bags. How can we break this stigma?
See, it is a natural process, and as I said, if you want to change in the world, start changing by yourself. So first, if you are going to a chemist shop and getting a sanitary napkin, so be bold that you're asking for a sanitary napkin. And second, if they are giving in a plastic bag, so you can always say that it's fine, I have my own bag. So that's where their thought process will start changing also.
So as a working mom, how do you manage your working life and personal life?
Balance. I have started creating a balance now. See, my kids are very young. One is 6-year-old, one is 3.5-year-old. And they need me most of the time, all the time, I would say. But yes, I have a very supportive husband. And there is a saying, जो अगर आपको हर औरत को भी अगर आगे बढ़ना है, so there is a man behind it. My husband is very supportive. So when I started learning yoga, my daughter was 1 year old, maybe less than that, when he was taking care of my daughter whole day and I was out and learning yoga. So he never said that I am changing a diaper or I am feeding my daughter and I'm spending all the time with my daughter. No. So you really need to have a supportive family to have a balance in life, and a supporting partner, I would say, to have that balance. And yeah, my family and my husband is very supportive, so it's easy for me to balance it. And yeah, and I do get balance is not about only coming out of work. The balance is about your own stress level also. Sometimes when people expect, that, oh, you are a yoga teacher, then you don't get angry. That's not true. We also get angry. We also get very hyper sometime, because you have kids, you have a family, you have everything around you. There's a life throws many things around you. So, but you have to find balance within you. So when I get angry on my kids or on anybody, the one thing I ask myself always, now I've started practicing, I would say, it's not imbibed in me, it's just I've started practicing now, that why I'm angry, what is the reason of it. It's just that my kid is asking a lot of things, or he or she is not listening to me. So then I find peace within myself, and then I've started responding to my child, to my around ones, because the practice starts from your own self. So that's how I've started finding balance, by questioning my own things.
At last but not the least, I think we can add some of the viewers who are willing to join. Can we?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Hi.
Hi, so I had a question. Is she here or did she left?
Yeah, I am here.
No, the guest speaker.
Yeah, I'm here. I can see you.
No, I wasn't able to see you. That's
okay.
why.
No,
So
I can
one
see
of
you, I
my
can hear you.
major question is that I have a little sister who hasn't started yet her periods yet. So I was thinking that what yoga or what things you would suggest her to do so that she would not be very like she won't feel pain like I did at my
Okay.
starting period, because my starting journey when I got my periods were very painful, and my every period cycle is only of 25 days,
Okay.
which is I guess so a bit smaller than regular period. So what can she do to avoid those things?
So you know what? How old is she?
My sister, she is 14 right now.
So she can start with Hatha Yoga. So enroll her in Hatha Yoga sessions where she'll be doing inversions, where she'll be opening her hip flexors, where she'll be opening up her pelvis, so that when the pelvis is open, there is no stress related. See, she's a teenager, so she's developing a lot of hormones this time. A lot of changes, biological changes are happening in her body. So she might be sometime at the peak of her hormones, where she's very happy and very angry, and same time she is like a funniest girl you've ever seen. So these are the emotions. So send her to the Hatha yoga classes, I would say, where she'll balance her whole body, physically, emotionally, and mentally, all together. So because she's at a stage where she can do deep asanas as well. She can do inversion. She can learn it. So if you start now, you will see when she starts her menstruation journey, she will not have those problems, because her body is already balanced internally to take that stress. So you can enroll her in yoga classes, and you will see the changes in her.
Yeah.